Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams Monday edition and the final day of March edition and Trans Day of Visibility edition. So, hey and hello there, not just to my guys, gals, non-binary pals, but to all my trans friends as well, which, I mean, that's kind of included when I say guys and gals and non-binary pals, but you know what I mean. But especially hello to the trans folks today, because you exist, you are real, you are valid, and we love you. So how are we all doing today? Happy new week. If you're in a time zone where you've got through like all of your Monday, well done for making it to the end of your Monday. And if you've still got a few hours left and you're like, sneaking in a stream whilst you should be doing other things, thank you for joining me. And I hope the next few hours all go okay and stuff like that. Gage, congrats on the shiny Articuno. I'll just say that very quickly. That's very cool. Congrats. And CeeLo, hello, welcome back. Actually, CeeLo, let me know, do you have like a name or nickname you would prefer to go by? Because I don't want to say JRX CeeLo every time, but like, but yeah. But like, let me know, if you have like a little shorthand thing that, you would prefer to be called by. Okay, so, Xander, we appreciate you for that. But yeah, okay, just CeeLo. Okay, I wanted to make sure that like CeeLo was okay. I didn't want to just call you CeeLo without you, like, giving consent to that. So, okay. So anyway, Bark. So let's say hi to some people and let's get into the stream and stuff like that, because I actually haven't said hi to people. I've addressed people, but I haven't said hi to them. So Kevin hi, and Kieran hi, and CeeLo hi, and Zada hi, and Sarah hi, and Cheese hi, and my voice is hi, and then Gage hi, and and Skywatcher hi. I never know whether to say Sky High or Skywatcher hi. And then what else? Who else? If I've missed anyone, let me know. I feel like there is someone I've missed, but I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Just a heads up, just in case anything happens or blah 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 blah. So basically, you may remember a bit over 2 months ago, it was about like January 20th, I believe, I got my sort of dose 1 of a 3-dose HPV vaccine. I sort of talked about it a bit and stuff, and I said about how, it's something which, if you get it, it can lead to like higher risk of you getting cancer and stuff. And it wasn't really a thing like in England when I was younger. Like I literally missed it by like a couple of years or something like that, before they like put it in schools and offered it to people. So, but today I had my part 2. My dose part 2, and so if I just, at all during this stream, sound any different at all during it, I am on a new microphone now, so that's probably the reason why if I sound different, I sound different. But anyway, Bark, no. But if I get like kind of tired or anything, maybe that's why. But anyway, Bark, let's get into things, shall we? And Cool Man, yeah, hello, welcome. So, and Weiss, hi, oh my gosh. If everyone who is watching, is it a vaccine to prevent cancer? No, I mean, Sarah, basically the answer is like, sort of. Basically, so HPV, is like a viral infection, I believe. And basically, if you get HPV, it can like affect you in a bunch of ways. And basically, if you do get HPV, a certain sort of, low percentage of people, but a percentage of people nonetheless, will then develop cancer. And in particular, it can be like throat cancer, and like, I'm a voice actor. So it's just one of those things where it's not a direct, like, cancer preventer, but it is a preventer of a big thing that in a lot of people, like, results in them getting, it results in a bunch of people getting cancer, or a lot of people who get these there are a bunch of different cancers where the way that a lot of people get them is because they had this HPV virus. So if you get the vaccine for the virus, you shut off a lot of avenues to getting cancer, if that makes sense, kind of thing. So it's like, could I still get like throat cancer someday? In theory, in game theory, yes, I could, but it won't be as a result of HPV. So hopefully that makes sense and clears things up. So it's an important thing. Akiba, hello, welcome. So anyway, we'll get into things. So guys, a load of you have come by to say hi today. If you could you please click like on the video? Could we make sure we're not in any kind of crab cake popsicle situation, and just make sure that like everyone who's watching and participating in chat right now, that means you're active, that means you're paying attention, and that means that if you do just have, it means you hopefully have a moment to just scroll down, well, not scroll down, but just look at that little thumbs up button, click it, tap it, make sure it's clicked, and then you're all good and everything like that, and then you can just settle down into the rest of the stream. Okay, so guys, gals, non-binary pals, here's what we're gonna do. My current tickets are for Thunderous, Uxie, and Blacephalon. If you would like to play along with me today, then what I need you to do is I need you to let me know when I say the magic words, but I need you to let me know, and I need you to let me know in the following way. I need you to say strike, and then I need you to say I can do, and then I need you to let me know who you can do out of Thunderous, Uxie, and Blacephalon, and/or Blacephalon, okay? So strike, I can do, and then let me know who you can do out of Thunderous, Uxie, and Blacephalon. I think we should all be good there, so ready, set, bow! Let me know who you can do. I also realized I didn't end up listening to the audio from yesterday, so hopefully I sound okay, because I sort of tinkered around before yesterday's stream, but then I didn't check how it went before I did today's stream, so we'll see how these two streams sound, shall we? Because I worry I might be coming in like a little bit hot, but I don't want to be like too loud or anything like that, but yeah. Okie doke. So, but oh, CeeLo, but yeah, so CeeLo, if you want to play, let me know. And if you have any issues, but basically, like, everyone's just kind of posting in the format. Yeah, okay, excellent. I just wanted to make sure you were okay, because I don't know if you got to, like, use the format yesterday or anything, so I just want to make sure that you were okay. Okay, so let's add some people to the spreadsheet. And then we'll take it from there. So we've got Kevin, we've got Cheese. I'm just going to add all the names first, and then we'll get into, like, who can do what Pokemon, if that's okay. Cool man, yeah. Cuba. And then we'll get into things. So, Kieran, and then, hang on, and then CeeLo, and then let's see, hang on, Sky, I did, oh, hang on, oh, Sky, are you just watching today, or are you playing along? I just want to make sure I haven't missed you. You're the kind of person who would normally be playing along, but I can't, unless I've missed anything. But okay, I'm gonna like start assigning other people teams and stuff like that, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, cool man, yeah. Whenever you say my name like that, it sounds like the Prince Ali, happy as he... Yes! Yes, that does, doesn't it? That's not even what I'm going for, but you're right. You're absolutely right. That does. Yes. Is it Ali is he? See, I don't know the words to songs, even though the one word I know in that song is genuflect, because my mum didn't know the word genuflect. She had it in a crossword one day. And like my mum's a Christian and stuff, so she was like, oh, it's like Neil, however many letters genuflect is. I can't think off the top of my head, but you know, but I could see like the letter G in there, and I was like, oh, you know this. I was like, oh, you'll know this. Like, I'm sure you know this. Like, it's in Aladdin, even. Like, the word is in Aladdin. And I was like, oh, you didn't know the word genuflect? And I guess she just never paid attention to the word, such as I have never paid attention to words in songs either. But genuflect, show some respect, down on one knee. But yeah, so there you go. That's what genuflect means, to, like, kneel, you know. But anyway, okay. So, Sky is making dinner. Oh, okay, fine. That's no worries. It's like how I learned the word impetus from Kingdom Hearts and used it in a crossword puzzle one day, Xander says. Yes! Okay, sorry, let me assign some teams. Okay, so hang on. Let's see if we can do Yuxi today, because we actually might have, like, Yuxi. Oh my gosh, this is genuinely exciting. We might be able to do a Yuxi, guys. So let's say Kevin, and then... Oh, hang on, my game has gone dark. Cool man, yeah. Cool man, yeah. We need to come up with a parody song just for you, don't we? Hang on. Oh, and Kiba. Hang on. So let's get... CeeLo can do any, right? Yeah, okay, CeeLo can do any. So let's do that. And then Blacephalon, hang on, I gotta get Gauge on Blacephalon, don't I? Like, that's important. And then I think everyone else is like a Thunderous or Yuxi. Or Thunderous or Blacephalon, so like this is fine afterwards. So let's have... Okay, this is what I've got. Oh, I know I'll add Sky as well to the... I'll add Sky to the list just because I'm gonna do it at some point later anyway, aren't I? Okay. Okay, anyway, Bog, here we go. So guys, gals, non-binary pals. So here's what I've got. Sorry that took a sec, but there's a lot of people here today. So, Team 1, Yuxi. This is going to be Kevin, Coolman, Yeah, and CeeLo, okay? So are you guys all good? Please make sure that you are ready in a second, and because I'll get to you guys in a second, okay? So Kevin, Coolman, Yeah, and CeeLo, please get ready. And then Blacephalon is going to be Team 2, and that's going to be Gage, Cheese, and Weiss. And then Team 3, Thunderous, Kiba, Kieran, and probably Sky. But we'll see how it goes, okay? So if that all sounds good, then we'll take it from here and we'll get ready to go. And then we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Sarah, when was the last time we saw you? Was it like for Vivian? Because that was like over 3 months ago now. That was a bit scary. That doesn't feel like that long ago. Okay, so... Okay, so CeeLo, don't worry, I'm going to walk you through this, okay? So, CeeLo, Kevin, and Coolman, yeah. Yeah, CeeLo, Kevin, and Coolman, yeah. Please make sure, on the Ycom, make sure you're connected to the internet, okay? So mine says local communication, I'm pressing the plus button, and we're connecting to the internet. So, yep, I'm on the internet on the Ycom. And then we're going to talk to the lady, okay? We're going to say, yes, please. We're going to say, anything goes, okay? But I'm going to pick Yuxi. And then I am going to save the game. Well, you have to do that too. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to press the plus button for the link code. We're going to go 0331 and then 0215, okay? So that's what we're going to do. And that's for Yuxi. So 03310215. So 0331, 0215, and that is going to be for our Team 1, which is Kevin, Coolman, Yeah, and CeeLo. Let me know if you have any issues. Okay, CeeLo's in, excellent. So we just need Kevin and Coolman, Yeah. Coolman, yeah, he is a bear, he is a soaring. I don't know. We'll figure out the song. We just need to think of, like, what are good rhymes for yeah. Like bear, wear, tear, fair. Cool man, yeah, awfully fair. Cool man, yeah, he has some flair. Like, there's a lot of fun we could have with this. Artillerius, you'll have to be in Team 4, I'm afraid. Unless, I don't know why, what's going on with Kevin and Coolman, yeah. It seemed we normally don't take this long for team assignments. So Kevin and Coolman, yeah? Are we on a delay? Is everyone watching live? Oh, okay. Hang on. Hang on. We'll try this again. Hang on. We'll try this again. So here's what I recommend. If everyone could do this, this is what I recommend. Okay, so we're going to go on the YCOM, and we're going to do a disconnect and a reconnect, okay? Usually doing a disconnect and a reconnect just helps out with when we have a connection issue, like if everyone does this. So if everyone could just do this quickly, it would help. But we'll talk to the lady again. We'll set everything up. But CeeLo, you did everything perfectly, so you'll, I mean, obviously if you could do the disconnect, that would be good, but otherwise you did everything perfectly, so, okay. So let's set up a slightly different code. There we go. So 0331 and then 0217, okay? Okie dokie. So, that's going to be the code. This is going to be Yuxi. I'll wait till everyone's in before we start deciding on the team thing or whatever. And then we'll kind of take it from there, okay? So. What else is going? Okay. Zachary. Why don't you come on over, Zachary? Right. Okay, everyone's in. Okay, so Yuxi is a psychic type that has the levitate ability, so no ground moves. But otherwise, it is just like dark, ghost, bug. They're the best things to look out for, both moves and types and whatever. So yeah, I think this should be pretty easy and straightforward and everything. Like Armaldo. Armaldo is like one of the coolest bug types we could get, so that's a great start. Relicanth is just insanely strong with those head smashes, so, like, that's always fun. Steel types are good defensively, so Lairon's kind of nifty, but Rhydon could use Smackdown strats, I guess. And Lampant has Skitter Smack. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. So there we go. Well done. Let's do this thing. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Shinotic. Okay. There's a Lipard. There's a Lipard in the top right-ish, or on the top row towards the right. So hang on. I'm going to just move my cursor to the right here. That does mean we'll need to go right and then right again, though, if we want it. But I think it's definitely the best option there. And then Chansey. Chansey is a pretty good support Pokemon. So a Chansey might not. Wow. I don't know. Maybe we just, I don't know, maybe we just switch, like, Lampant for whatever, I don't know. Oh, cool, man, yeah, question for chat. Anyone here like crime shows? You like NCIS? My parents have been watching NCIS for, like, a good long while now, and they really like it. I don't sort of like, so my personal thing, I don't so much like sort of, like, crime shows as much as, like, I like this sort of, like, the murder mystery type ones. Like, so the crime shows are the ones that are perhaps a bit more, like, can have a bit more action and stuff like that. I like things that are, like, the, sort of whimsical, like, solving a murder, which I know is such a weird thing to put whimsy and murder in the same sentence. But I like, so there are things like sort of like Columbo, I think is like one of the best TV shows ever. But then I've had fun watching things like Murder, She Wrote. In the UK, they've had a good few like shows and series. There's a new one that I hope to watch at some point, like called Luther, which is fun with David Mitchell. Like, I've seen a bunch of clips of that, and that looks like a good show. And then And then, but Sarah, I'm more of a sitcom person for TV. I mean, I would say I am that as well, though, as well. I mean, I like all kinds of different kinds of TV, but the problem is I don't watch TV anymore because I, like, can't afford to or anything. So, like, it's sort of the sad thing. I moved to America so I could, like, be part of, like, the TV and movie world, and now I don't get to watch TV and movies, which is sort of the sad irony. Oh no, Inferno's a terrible move! Oh no, Inferno really is a move you have to save for, like, your Dynamax, because it's just too unreliable as a and particularly when your other moves are perfectly fine. Like, I think, like, Lampent has Burning Jealousy, which is a much better and more reliable move. Xander, you have DirecTV but almost never watch it. Yeah. No, it's okay, CeeLo. I admire that you tried. It's not a bad, because again, neither of the moves have a whole load of PP, so you kind of probably do need to resort to using like a you know, like an Inferno at some point. So I do appreciate the hustle. Oh, okay. But I thought Lampent had a different fire move. I thought it had Burning Jealousy. Kevin, you hate the fact that you're burned. I know. Kevin, I almost think you maybe should switch here, because, like, having a burnt Relicanth is just going to be kind of useless. I know we're about to... Well, although we are about to go up against Chansey, and we need a physical attacker for Chansey, but then again, I'm a physical attacker, so... The only problem... We have to beat this turn, though. We have to beat this on this turn, because if we don't beat this time, then our Dynamax order is going to be all out of whack, so... YouTube, Twitch, and gaming mostly. See, that's the thing as well. Like, if I did... Like, okay, so actually this is interesting, because this has been something I've sort of wanted to talk about for a while. You've kind of, like, got me thinking about this. Burning Jealousy, yes! Okay, Max Flutter, bye. Oh, we didn't KO it. Crud. There's a chance Chansey could heal the burn. Can it do that? Well, there goes my Dynamax. Yeah. I mean, basically, that right there is a lesson in using our most powerful and most accurate stab moves and stuff like that. Because literally, so I know I always say about stab, and I know I'm always like, exclamation point stab and stuff like that, to the extent where I've just done it right now. But these are the exact kind of scenarios why oh, the 2, 4, 6, 8, that hit cheer was great. Yes. But this is kind of why I say about it, because basically it's like we had a fight we could have won in 3 turns that we have turned into a 4-turn fight, and I don't mean that in a slagging off way. I don't mean that in a critical way, but just this is a good example of that. So, you know, obviously, like, the burn is an important part of it as well, but yeah, okay. So, well done, everyone. So we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Now, does that cheer heal the burn? Because we might not need to switch the, we may not need to switch the Relicanth anymore. Which would be kind of funny. But yeah, but that's why I do always say it, because it's like, that was, oh no, it's still burned. Okay, yeah, you might want to, I don't know, you might want to switch. The thing is, you probably are going to want to switch for the Chansey anyway. Yeah, maybe just, like, stick with physical moves for the Chansey. I don't, like you use Max, well, no, actually, no, are you going to be able to use Max Wormwind? Okay, if we go for Chansey, and then there'll be Lipard, and then, okay. I think Lairon's going to be Dynamaxing here, right? So if Lairon's Dynamaxing, this is cool because we can just use, like, Max Steel Spike or something like that, and that'll be nice and powerful, and it should do a lot of damage. And then, yeah. you'd like to keep Leron for Yuxi because Metal Sound. I was going to say, like, Metal Sound could be... just having that defensive utility plus Metal Sound could be quite good. Lampent was always going to be... Well, Lampent was going to be the initial one to switch because it was, like, in 4th place. And then it was either going to be, like, Relicanth or Leron. Probably more Relicanth, but now we're in a position where... like, I don't 100% know. But I do think maybe if, like, Kevin does a double switch here, like, if we get rid of Sandaconda for, Chansey, Chansey will be good support. Like, it can use Helping Hand. Like, if I'm Dynamaxing, and if Chansey uses, like, Helping Hand on, like, a Max Flutter, bye, then that could be good. Tenchi! Hello, have I been hydrating? No. Partially because I forgot, and partially because I brushed my teeth before this, and I like leaving the toothpaste for as long as possible, but I think I need to hold out and give in now, so... So we go, whoa, look at all that health we've done. Dang. Kadoosh, oh! Did we just one-turn a Chansey? You've gone from big attacker to pure support. Sad, lol. Exactly. That's the spirit of the Dynamax Adventures. So yeah, no, well done, well done. Oh my gosh, Tenchi. Hang on, all the messages have gone past because everyone's saying hi to Tenchi. Okay. Anyway, Buck. Okay. So okay, here we go. So, let's see what we've got. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, Sandaconda, yeah, it's not really, like, that great for Lipard, so it's not that big a deal. But basically, what we can do is, oh yeah, Lampent can use, like, a Max Flutterby for, like, super effective damage, so that'll be really good. So as long as Lampent Dynamaxes, please Lampent Dynamax, so CeeLo, please make sure you Dynamax against this Lipard. I know it's, like, super effective against you, but you have a super effective move, and one that will be helpful, so just make sure to not forget that, because sometimes people get a bit caught up in things and stuff, so... I was going to use Head Smash on Yuxi and cry out, here's how I use my head. But, yeah, no, sorry, Kevin. That's what a you got burned. So, yeah. But, okay. Because if Lampent Dynamaxes, it'll set up Armaldo really nicely. So, this is all going to be good. Okay, here we go. Let's do this thing. Okay. Oh, hang on. I was going to say something about, like, TV and... Oh, I know what I was going to say. So, here's an interesting thing, right? There have been a bunch of games I've been replaying and stuff like that. And like, when I've played them, like... So, when I think of games from, like, I don't know, sort of about, like, I suppose almost like a decade ago or whatever, there were, like, games where it, like, took me a long time. It took me, like, a couple of months to beat them, right? And I was like, you know, but now I sort of play games, and I beat them in, like, a couple of weeks, right? And I'm kind of like, well, how did I beat this game? So, like, I'll give you the example. So I recently played Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I had played the 3DS version a decade ago. But then, you know, I played the Switch version a few weeks ago, right? And so, or about like a month or two ago. And I beat that game in about like 2 weeks. And I beat it in like it took me a lot fewer hours as well. But I crammed the game in, I crammed the game in about like a 2 week time space. And I was kind of like, how am I like beating games like faster and better now? Like I'm like a sort of like a more of a proper adult now kind of thing. Like I actually have like work and chores and obligate. Like I feel like I am busier now than I was like a decade ago because I have like you know, like I still lived with my mum, like when I'm talking, like when I played Xenoblade before, like she did all my chores and cooking for me and stuff like that, you know. So you know, I mean, I did do some chores, I wasn't that bad, but you get the idea. Like I was like living at home and I didn't really have like a job or anything, or you know, and stuff like that. I don't know, like I'm definitely busier now, like, you know, than I was back then. But like I'm kind of like, how did I do it? And the thing I kind of realized is like, the thing I kind of realized, okay, so maybe like Lampant, yeah, so if Lampant switches here, so CeeLo, if you switch your Lampant, that'll be really good. And then if we get rid of Lampant for Lipard, so Lampant for Lipard, Lampant for Lipard, Lampant for Lipard, that'll be really, really good. And then yeah. But I just kind of, but that's the thing I kind of thought. I was like, well, how, like, surely I'm busier and stuff now. How am I, like, playing more games than I did back then? But the thing I realized, I thought you were about to say you already beat Xenoblade X. I have done 6 chapters and I just got my Skell and I've played 30 hours. And bear in mind, I did get the game. But this is what I mean. So I got Xenoblade X like a week ago today. A week ago today was when I got Xenoblade X, right? So, like, starting this evening, that'll be once I've gone a whole week. But I've already done 30 hours. It's like, well, how have I done 30 hours in a week? And I know I'm on strike, so that does kind of, like, add into it as well. But, although Laron doesn't really need to do metal sound, I'm just gonna throw that out there, because we don't have anything that can use metal sound. But the thing I realized is, obviously there's like the strike, but the other thing as well is that I don't watch TV anymore, or movies. Like, that used to be a big part of my life. And that's the thing I realized. Like, back when I was in England, I would, like, wake up, I'd do some kind of work for a few hours or something, whether it was, like, voice acting or whatever. You know, I mean, I also did, like, temp jobs and stuff, I suppose, back in England as well. So, like, that was... But once I was, like, done with the temp jobs, and I kind of, like, did, say, like, work from home type stuff or whatever, various little thises and that's that I did, it's like, you know, I would do a few hours of that, and then I would, like, game, but, like, oh, and it missed anyway! But, like, basically, though, but that's the thing. I would, like, you know, I would, like, do stuff. I do, like, wake up, do chores, do work, do whatever. I would, like, play games in, like, the afternoon and, like, the early evening or something like that. But, like, once I got to, like, you know, like, say, after, like, 7 o'clock, like, after dinner, like, I would usually then, like, watch TV and movies with my family. Like, that's what I would do. And it would only be, there'd be, like, a couple of nights and stuff like that where, say, like, my mum or my parents would want to watch something, and it was something that I didn't watch. So those nights I would squeeze in more gaming. But I kind of realized that, like, yeah, like, that's why... oh, and another attack missed! Oh no! Laron, poor Laron! What is going on here? But that's the thing I realized, that, that basically, you know, that's why I'm doing a whole bunch more gaming now, because it's like, yeah, that's why I'm able to beat these games faster, because, like, I have no other hobbies. I have nothing else to do. I don't have TV and movies. I do watch, like, YouTube videos and stuff, but I put them on in the background whilst I do other things. Like, I'm not sitting and watching someone talk, you know, I watch all these, like, political videos and stuff like that I talk about, and, like, Pokemon and other things. But I'm rarely... If it's, like, the political things, I'm, like, doing other stuff. The Pokemon videos, I might, like, sort of devote my attention to, but still. So, but that's the thing I kind of realized, that, yeah, like, I did used to watch TV, but that's also why I'm able to, like, play games so much faster now, because it's like, yeah, because, like, that's all I do. I either game or I work, and that's it. Nothing in between. So, well done, everyone. Very well played. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in the chat. to wish everyone the best of shiny luck. Team 1, that was fun. Very well done. So thank you, Kevin, Coolman, yeah, and CeeLo. That was really good. And just, I hope you guys get a shiny. Let's find out. Today's been 2 weeks since I got Uxie. It's been 2 weeks since I got Uxie. Sorry, Mesprit. Sorry, it's been 2 weeks since I got Mesprit. So, will I get a Uxie today? That's the sentence I was trying to say. And let's see how this goes. Sandaconda is not shiny. At least I'm pretty sure that's not shiny. Astro, hello, welcome. And guys, if you haven't clicked like on the video, please do so now. We just beat a boss, and let's do this thing, shall we? So, Sandaconda, no. Chansey is a no. Will we get a shiny Lipard? No. I did yesterday when playing Pokemon Go see a shiny Purloin in one of the local gyms. Like, I've never actually seen a Purloin in shiny form before, so that was kind of fun. It was a good shiny. I want a shiny Purloin. And I want a shiny Lipard. So Sandaconda, no. Chansey, no. Lipard, no. But will we get the Golden Uxie? No! Oh, it's blue and yellow, like the colors of Ukraine, and we support Ukraine here at Bow Video Games. But, oh, dang, that's a shame. Let's just check the old spreadsheet Reno to see what I need, because I can't remember. Do I need a Sandaconda? No. Do I need a Chansey? No. Do I need a Lipard? No. Do any of these have good natures or abilities or anything? This one has a neutral nature, so that's something at least. But yeah, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. So there we go. Okay. Shade Van Fan, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. Happy Monday, to the extent that a Monday can be happy. Okay, you saved your progress. Would you like to keep a record of where you found Uxie this time? Yes, I would. Okay, so Team 2. Team 2... is going to be Gage, Cheese, and Weiss. So Gage, Cheese, and Weiss, are you all ready? I hope you are. Please come on down. So make sure you're connected to the internet. Make sure you talk to the nice lady. And then we're going to... what are we going to do? I can't remember. We're going to go anything goes, but I'm going to select Blacephalon. And then we'll take it from here. So, let's click on the code. We're going to go 03310238. How about that? 03310238. So that's 03310238. So here we go. And as a reminder, this is Gage, Cheese, and Weiss who are going to play. So here we go. So there's Gage. There's Weiss, so we just need a carer over there. Sorry, I thought Cheese was gonna come in. Okay, there we go. I was like, Bo, you should say something because like it hasn't appeared yet. Okay. So there we go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that to like rush you or anything, Cheese. I just really, I kind of was like thought I was gonna time that perfectly, and then I didn't plan a backup plan. It's like now what? I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far. Okay, so Blacephalon is a fire and ghost type, which means it is weak to ghost, ground, dark, rock, and water. I would say in that order from worst to best. It's very frail, so no need to worry about stat moves or anything. And if we can focus on physical over special, that's kind of a nifty thing as well. But there we go. So here we go. But no, I was going to say with Charlie, I am now 30, I'm like 30 hours in, and I just got my Skell. So I beat Chapter 6 last night, or Mission 6, or no, yeah, Chapter 6 last night. And then I got my Skell afterwards. Sorry, I am struggling to... I guess Seadra is just water type, so, but like, are we gonna like have anything that's good? I mean, Togetic's not good. And Ninjask has Mud Slap, and I mean Bisharp has Night Slash, so Bisharp is the best one here. But like we actually might have to go for like the Ninja. I mean Togetic unfortunately was like the worst. Oh, Dunsparce has Shadow Ball. Dunsparce is good. Dunsparce with Shadow Ball is pretty neat. So that can work. But you got your Skell license too. Yay. But yeah, so I got my Skell license. I've done chapter 6, so but that's the thing. Basically, and I did the like the Hope Affinity mission earlier today, because that's the one where it's like you're low leveled, but it's like let's go to Cauldros, which is like the 5th and final world. Okay. By the way, Carcole on the left is a really good choice, and then I don't, and then there's a Nidoking or Queen. That's good. Oh, and then there's Kingler. So yeah, okay. If we go to the left here, if we go like left for Carcole and then for like the Nido and then for Kingler, that'll actually be a really good team. And maybe we could even just ditch everything we've got. I don't know what order we're gonna want to ditch everything, but oh, a Minecraft YouTuber is going to be making a cameo in the movie. Nice, that's fun. The Hope mission, very well, obviously that's the thing, because you have to go through Silverlum, like, which has a load of high-level stuff in, like, little, there's, like, one little narrow alleyway where, like, there's, like, really high-leveled stuff, and you have to run past them, but it's, like, if you were, like, a low level, you would die. It's just, like, you know, Kaz, hello, welcome. But yeah, so it's a bit. But again, once you had your Skell, it's so much easier. Like I drove through Silverlum in like 5 minutes or something. You don't like Silverlum, but you love its music. I like both. I think my least favorite region is Primordia, because I think it's just like visually the plain. It's very big and it's like visually like the plainest one. I think almost like Primordia should have been like 2 regions where there's like it's kind of like the initial region, but then there's like something more on the outer layer of it that's a bit more visually interesting. Even if there were just like more flowers or something silly like that. But anyway, Buck. But yeah, but no, so I'm still having fun with it, but yeah, so I did get Hope earlier, and the reason I mentioned about the Hope thing, because again, I don't want to talk about the game, like, too much, like, I don't know, Spirit of the Strike and everything, but I will just say, the funny thing about Hope was, because again, because I sort of talked about this recently, this is why I mentioned this, I sort of talked about, you know, I played this game in, like, 2015 and 2016, and it's just so interesting listening to the voices now versus then, because, you know, it's like a bunch of these voices I've heard so many times over the next 10 years, but back then, when I first played the game, it was like the first time I'd heard some of these people. So, like, for example, like yesterday, there's a character voiced by Jameson Price. And, you know, and I think that might have been one of the earliest times I'd heard Jameson Price, like, before he was, like, locked into my brain as, like, as a person and as a voice. But, like, now, I'm just like, oh, it's Jameson Price! That's nice! You know, and then the other one is when I did the Hope mission, I listened to Hope open her mouth, and my brain immediately goes to, Bo, you've listened to this voice a whole bunch in the past few weeks, and I'm like, Rosette! Because it was like Laura Bailey, and I was just like, what? Anyway, who are we switching here? As long as someone switches, maybe Bishop, yeah, Bishop, or so, as long as someone switches, because we want all 3 of these, remember? So we definitely don't want to pass on this. Yay, okay, excellent. Yay, okay. So, sorry that we didn't plan who was gonna do what. Okay, oh, so we got the Nido, and then, because, like, Togetic wouldn't have been very good either way, to be honest, so, like, it's fine. But yeah, if we go for the Nido on the left, and then for Nidoking, okay, we'll try and plan out here who's switching for, Nidoking here, before we do it, before we do it. I would say, ooh, who's a better, ooh, who's a better choice for a Kingler out of Bishop, and maybe we might just want to get rid of Bishop because it has lower HP or something like that. And then Kevin, when you did Hope's mission, bro, you were the first person I thought of because of that. I know, well, that's the thing, because I kind of forgot. Like, by the time I got to the end of the mission, I, like, remembered Hope a load more, but I'd kind of, like, forgotten about her as a character. I was like, Hope? I don't remember a character called Hope. And then, like, Alexa was, like, the other one who I'd kind of forgotten about. And again, Alexa's a weird one, because, like, it's Jeremy. And I'm, like, so used to listening to Jeremy now, but I might not have, like, heard Jeremy in anything when I first played the game. Or maybe I'd watched Sword Art, but I think Sword Art, I probably watched Sword Art, like, afterwards. I can't remember. So, I don't know, it's just interesting, like, how these people... Nidoking doesn't have any poison moves. Oh, hang on. What did she say about not having any poison moves? But it has ground and... Oh, sorry, someone said... Oh, Weiss said about weak to poison. Yeah, Nidoking has, like, a bunch of stuff that's super effective against Togetic and against, Bishop, so... To be honest, it's better to keep Bishop, because at least Bishop can do damage to, Nidoking. Oh, crud, my water moves are going to do way less damage now. But hopefully I'll get a burn on it, at least. No, Cheese Freeze is always good. I can't remember how Sun affects freezing, so we'll have to see how that goes. Not that Carcol can do anything much else. By the way, that's not me, like, criticizing about the Sun. It's just like, yeah, this is one of those things where, like, team synchronicity isn't as good. Oh, Psycho Cut. Yes, yes. That's always nifty. That's why, to be honest, it's good that we had Bishop instead of Tick. Right, Max Flare, more like a human hair. Well done. Okay. So we've got Kingler next. We've got like a paralyzed Carcol who we actually want to keep, oddly. But no. So do we want to get? Do we want to get rid of? Oh, actually, if we get rid of Bishop, because Bishop is going to be our next Dynamaxer, right? So if we had a Dynamax Nidoking, it could use a Max Lightning. So does that sound good? Because Bishop has the lower health, and it's going to be the next thing to Dynamax. So is that okay? Does that sound like a plan? Because Nidoking can use, like, Dynamax Electric, and then that'll be, like, really powerful. I know Carcol is paralyzed. It sucks, just the way it is. Sorry, again, shouldn't have got talking about the game. Should have strategized, planned out first, but oh well. Oh, Cheese, do you want to do some science? Do you want to do some science, Cheese? You could do science here, because Dunsparce isn't that important for a Kingler. We could get something good, something fun, because you're going to switch anyway, so... Because if you get something good, then we could switch to Carcol. Oh, it's our old friend Aselgor. Okay, but this is still okay, though, because Aselgor can use Acid Spray, and that could be fun. Like an Acid Spray and then Bug Buzz, and, like, that could be really good. And that would help out Seadra, and yeah. Okay. But yeah, so it's so interesting, like, hearing these voices again, where I kind of, like, I have, like, a vague memory of some of these so I do have, like, some memories of some of these characters and stuff, or either, like, deeply embedded that have, like, resurfaced, or ones I kind of went into knowing, like, oh yeah, I remember, like, this character does this thing, and this person will say something like that, and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's just interesting. But now, obviously, I've got, like, a decade of hearing a bunch of these people, where I've heard them in, like, way more significant roles and stuff, and it's just interesting. But yeah, so I'm kind of working my way through the sort of, like, awkward affinity missions that required me to go to, like, Silverlum and Cauldros. So I got, like, I've got, like, Fry, and I got, I got Hope now, and I think there's, like, someone else I can still add. I think there's, like, a new character who I haven't got yet, but who I could get, and then this shit will be good. There we go. Nice. Excellent. And then, yeah, so if we, like, Bug Buzz, more Lightning, more Dragon Pulse, and whatever Carcol's gonna do, then we've got this. It's funny recognizing these voices as you got older and got bigger appreciation for voiceover. That's what I mean. Like, it is just that thing I mean, it's true with like movies and stuff as well, but like whenever you like there's always a point with every actor, whether it's like in voiceover or in movies or whatever, where you kind of lock in who they are. Like you can watch someone in something and it just doesn't really register with you. Like you can watch them in another thing and not realize that you've seen them before or heard them before or whatever. Obviously with voiceover, it's a little bit different because like, maybe someone's changed their voice or something. But like but even so, I still say that counts, and I'll tell you for why. Because eventually you will hear, if a person, say, has like a little wheelhouse of voices they do, you're going to someday hear them in a thing, and you'll be like, oh, that's their so-and-so voice. Like, oh, that's his, like, you know, his, like, sweet, gentle voice, and that's his aggressive, tough guy voice. And, like, that, you know, that kind of a thing. So, okay, so a Selgor for Kingler, because, yeah, the gambling didn't work, so a Selgor, lovely. And then, yeah. Guess that voice actor. I know, that's what I mean, and that's what I do. Again, less so because of the whole I don't watch TV and movies anymore. But but that's the thing. It is. But I still do it though. Like, you know, so when I play P4G, I'm like figuring out who all the different people are, and like I know most of them or whatever kind of thing. Like I know most of the voices that I hear, and then like, you know, and then playing this game, I'm like I'm sort of recognizing and remembering people and stuff, and so. So yeah, 07 a Selgor, exactly, Cheese, you get it. Okay. We have used a Selgor against fire types like Blacephalon, because Acid Spray is useful. Like, you can use Acid Spray strats, and if you get that special defense down really quickly, it can pay greatly, you know, but yeah. So yeah, but there is just that thing where, yeah, like an actor will kind of like lock into your brain at some point, and then and then you recognize them in other things. Oh, that's so and so from that thing, but it's always just interesting what you kind of know people for and stuff like that, you know, and how that can change. Like, you know, there can be. You know, I'm sure, like, for, like, say, someone like Carl Urban, for example, a lot of people, there might have been a lot of people who knew him from, like, Lord of the Rings or the Star Trek movies, or maybe Judge Dredd, which is a good movie. But, you know, now people would kind of say, like, oh, Carl Urban, the bloke from The Boys, or whatever. You know, Bryan Cranston, oh, he's Hal from Malcolm in the Middle, but now he's Walter White. Like, he will be Walter White probably for the rest of his life. Like, there probably won't be anything more significant than that, but it's just always interesting how people's careers kind of shape and stuff like that. And, you know, hopefully I haven't peaked. Hopefully my big things that I'm known for just get more and more prevalent and prominent. Probably not going to happen whilst I'm on a game strike, and, you know, and hopefully it happens. I hope I haven't had my most famous role yet. You know. But here we go. Well done. We kind of sleptwalked through that Blacephalon, didn't we? So well done, everyone. Very nicely done. Stars and sparkles. Sparkles and stars. Kevin makes a good point here. It's annoying when a trailer for a game comes out and you recognize their voices, but they don't show a cast list. So I'm gonna have a little whinge about this for a second. I think once, like, official materials are put out there, i.e., like, a trailer, right, where, like, your voice is in it, I think that you should be able to talk about it. I don't know why we have to wait until games come out. It's like, people, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people actually suck at recognizing voices. Like, I get people go like, oh, Bo, is this you? And then I listen to it and it sounds nothing like me or whatever. Like, and there are people like, oh, I think this is so-and-so. And it's like, no, it's not. You know, like, it just, like, a lot of people are very bad at guessing voices, despite their huge amount of confidence that they're good at recognizing voices. But nevertheless, there are people who are good at listening to voices and good at recognizing them, who do suss us out, and creating a situation where people know you're in a thing, but you're not allowed to talk about being in that thing, despite the fact that in a sense, it is out there that you are in it. Like, it's not like you're revealing it before anything's been revealed, but like, if you're out there and your voice is attached to something, but you're not allowed to talk about it, that's really weird. And it's like, and if you could talk about it, that would add more promotion and publicity for the project. So I don't know why this is like a weird thing in video games. Can you imagine anything else? Like in animated movies, if you hear a voice, someone gets to say, I'm in the thing, you can hear me in this trailer. But like for games, they don't, and I don't know why, and I think it's something that needs to change. And yeah, so just if you ever do hear someone in a trailer, and even if you're 100% sure it's them, please don't, like, talk to them about it until this trend changes. I don't know why this is the way that it is. I think it's very silly. Again, I think you're missing out on a big opportunity for, like, promotion. Again, like, a viral social media post where you're like, hey, guys, like, if you watched the so-and-so trailer today, you can hear me in blah 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 as such and such a character. Like, that gets a bunch of likes, it gets a bunch of reposts, you get to get out there, it's cool. I don't know why game companies don't want to capitalize on that. You know, it's extra buzz. You know, it's an extra article that can be written. Oh, here's the confirmed voice list for blah 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 so far, based on the first trailer. Here are all the voices we heard in the first trailer. Like, free articles, free publicity. So I don't know why they don't do it, but... okay, anyway, Bark, so Carcole is a no. Nidoking is a no. Kingler is a no. But I have all those Pokemon as shiny. You know what I don't have as a shiny, though? An Ultra Beast. And you know who I don't have as a shiny in particular? Blacephalon! So will we get the Midnight Cosmic Disco Ball Blacephalon? No! Ah, oh, for love of Nelly. But, yeah, never mind. Okay. So, doop-a-doop-doop-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. So yeah, I think it's just a really weird trend. Like, there are people who, like, on IMDb are listed as being, like, in movies, like, before trailers even released or whatever, you know? And it's just, like, you know, but for, like, say, like, live-action movies, and it's just, like, you can watch a trailer and actually, like, hear a main character, and that person's not allowed to say, hey, guys, I'm the main character. It's such a weird thing. It's so weird. And I hope that it's something that changes. But anyway... Right, Carcole isn't on the old spreadsheet arena, neither is Nidoking, and neither is Kingler. Do any of these have good stats or anything, at least? Oh, Brave, that's not bad, and the home of the... And that one's quiet. Brave... Okay, I didn't look at all the logos, did I? I didn't do the old patented... double check, did we? Okay. So, welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found Blacephalon? Yes, I would. Okay, so, chat, my lovely chat. Sorry to go on a little voiceover rant there, but, you know, them's the breaks. That's what you get when you, but yeah. That's the only thing I was going to say, Kevin. It's like, if you hear a voice and it's like, you know, I don't know, like a character who is kind of has some secrecy or something to them. But at the same time, it's like, if you are in a trailer, if like your voice is out there, and if your character's like some kind of secret or some kind of surprise, like if there is some kind of secret or surprise to it, you could just be like, you could just say, I'm sure it should be just okay to say, like, I don't see any harm in saying, like, you know, sort of, I'm excited to share that, like, yes, that was me you could hear in the trailer. I can't wait for you guys to experience this game and find out more about my character. Do you know what I mean? Just something kind of vague like that. I don't see what, like, the harm in that is. You know, like, oh, speculation over who this character could be, you know. But anyway. I feel like they start using your voice publicly, you should be credited for that work. And I know that there are times where trailers have come out and there's been a voice... Right? And then, later down the line, there is a new voice. Like, the voice is replaced before the project comes out. That does happen. But that also, like, happens in movies and stuff as well. So, again, it's like, why not? You know, so I think it's a weird thing. But there we go. Okay, so team 3. So Kiba, Kieran, and Skywatcher. Is Skywatcher ready now, or is Skywatcher still busy? If Sky is busy, then we could have, like, Artillerius. But if the 3 of you are ready, then let's get down to business and defeat the Hun. But yes, this is going to be for Thunderous, team 3. We're going to have Kiba, Kieran, and Sky, if that sounds like a good plan. Alright, hang on a sec. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think a cat may have just hissed at, like, my roommate or something. Okay, anyway, Buck. Okay, so if you guys are all good, please make sure you're connected to the YCOM. Make sure you talk to the nice scientist lady. And then we will say that anything goes. But I'm going to select Thunderous. And then here we go. So let's get a code up. Let's go 0331 and then 0331. Let's just do it twice. 0331, 0331. And there we go. Did everyone actually say they're ready? I hope they did. But yeah, so Kiba, Kieran, and Sky, here we go. It's the Skiba. It's the Skiberan. It's Team Skiberan. But here we go. But yeah, so that thing about like the trailers, that's a thing that is just very annoying because it puts you in a very difficult position. It is an awkward position to be in. Like, people do recognize people. A bunch of people don't recognize people and get things wrong. But see, that's the thing, though. Then, like, what you do is you create this, like, void of misinformation where people start going, guys, I think that's so-and-so. And it's like, no, it's not. You're like, you have a terrible pair of ears. But again, you know, a lie travels around the world faster than the truth. And so... yeah. So, Sky. So is Sky anywhere? I saw some fireworks a second ago. So hopefully. Otherwise, do we need to have someone on standby? I know Kieran said about having an alt account there, but I mean, if Artillerius is still around, you'd be welcome to join this one if you're still here. Basically, either Sky, Artillerius, or Kieran's backup account. The amount of people I've seen confuse actors for Johnny Young Bush is unreal. Exactly, that's what I mean. Kevin, yeah, maybe you could jump in, because then I would almost prefer that, just to save the headache of needing to, like, operate 2 switches at once. And because then it means that other people can have extra turns and stuff like that. Oh, Sky, you made it, yes. Okay, awesome. Yes. No, it's okay, Sky, it's okay, sorry. In fairness, we'd only sort of, like, penciled you in earlier, so... Okay, so Thunderous is an electric and flying type, which is very awkward and very annoying. It means that it's weak to ice and rock. So defensively, Lightning Rod, the Lightning Rod ability is the best thing. Oh no, wait, what happened? Oh no, wait. Oh, okay, Shirado. Okay, so Lightning Rod is the best thing defensively. And then, obviously, ground types are great. And then Dragon, Grass, and Electric are good defensively as well, if all else fails. Thunderous likes to use Weather Ball. It has Rain Dance, but it can also utilize the Ice, so watch out for Ice if we use Ice. And, yeah, so I'm picking Ice, which is good, but you do have to be aware of the fact that it can make Weather Ball work against us. So... there we go. Shout out to early where people thought, where's Matthew Mercer? Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, just people get things wrong. Like, a lot of people suck at the guessing game, and it's like, do you want to know how? Although, sorry, this is one thing. Speaking of Matthew Mercer, when the first big Tears of the Kingdom trailer played, and like. There was, like, the voice like his voice, and people recognized his voice, and like so many people were saying about it. And it was like a couple of days later, he got to say, I'm happy to announce, and I'm willing to bet that like there was like some kind of conversation or something where it was like, look, you can't just wait until release day. Oh, by the way, what did we say? Rock. Oh, rock is to the left. Rock and ice, isn't it? Rock and ice. Rock and ice. Lightning rod is good, but yeah, I would rather go for the lichen rock on the left because of the. Oh, and Altaria can actually get rid of the weather, so that's kind of nifty. Altaria can get rid of the weather if we don't have anything good. We could always switch for Altaria just for like weather reasons, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so it's just one of those things where, but like the thing, there was a lot of buzz around it, and I do think that there was probably some conversation where it was like, look, you have to like let him talk about this because like everyone's talking about it. Like his name was like trending on like social media, and it's like you can't just wait until like May of 2023 to talk about this, you know. Basically, but basically, it was like a couple of days after a trailer, he like announced it, and I'm pretty sure that it was because like some conversation, and he got to announce before like Patricia Somerset got to say, "I'm back as Zelda." So, but this is what I mean. It's like it's all kind of ridiculous. If people could just announce once a like, and here's the thing, if you had to like wait until the company gave you a message, if companies like had an email ready to go and saying your voice was just released in like this trailer, you can now talk about your character and say these limited things, like you can say that I play this character in this game, like say nothing more, but that's it, like that's all you need, you know. But it's a very odd thing. It's very odd. So, I have not Gauge, I'm afraid. So yeah. But that's what I mean, just like people get this stuff wrong. People get this stuff wrong. It's a missed opportunity for like promotion. And like again, like just if the companies just kind of, and again, you know, if the companies wanted to just kind of like, you know, kind of give people a go ahead so that people, because someone could always post like, oh, I think I was in this trailer or something like that. It's like if we created an etiquette where it's like, you know, you had like you got a message from a company being like, hey, your voice was just released publicly. You can now talk about, you know, the fact that you play this character. If that was like the etiquette, so like if you don't get a message, you don't talk about it. But if you do get a message, you can talk about it. Like even something like that, you know, because I get that someone could go, oh, was there a trailer released? Oh, well then I'll announce I'm in this. And it's like, but you weren't in the trailer. I get that that could be a concern. But like, so, you know, but I think we need to come up with some kind of new system and a new etiquette to kind of deal with this, because I think it's just kind of ridiculous. And I think like, why would you give up having a load of like free promotion before the game? You know, it's literally what they do in movies. Like the actors talk about their upcoming movies for ages, and then once the game's out, they talk about it a bunch more. Whereas just talking about it afterwards, like, hey guys, this thing's now out, and I can say that I'm in it. It's just kind of a weird thing. I don't know. Yeah, Poltergeist sucks. So well done for getting rid of it. But we'll see. So, okay, so we've got Lichen Rock here, and then who was the other rock type? Oh, it's Relicanth! Oh, nice! Although, do we want to switch for a Relicanth? Because it's a water type. That's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Do we want to switch for the Relicanth, or do we want to keep the Altaria? That is the question, isn't it? Isn't Altaria weak to electric? No, because it's a dragon type. So it's neutral, and Altaria shuts out the weather, so it means we can't have any like weather ball shenanigans or sandstorm damage or anything. So like basically having Altaria on our team could actually be kind of like a weird benefit. Like if we got rid of Hatterene and then we had like Vanillish, Diggersby, Lycanroc, and Altaria, that could actually be like a weirdly effective team. I know with Relicanth, like, it'd be... Like, here's the thing, right? If we had a worse team, right? If we had, like, kind of a rubbish team that... if we had kind of a rubbish team and, like, stuff that was, like, weak to electric types or whatever, a Relicanth would be like a... Guys, I think we have to go for this, like, because if we get a head smash on it, we'll do so much damage. Like, yeah, we might die, but if we get one head smash on it, it'll all be worth it. Like, I could see a situation like that for Relicanth and for a Thunderous, but I don't think this is that round. Like, we have a good... Like, I know Diggersby isn't a rock type, but it's a ground type with a rock move and an insane ability. And then, like... Oh, yes, the confusion! So, I think maybe ditching Hatterene for... yeah, if we ditch, like, Hatterene for the Lycanroc, I think that'll be our team. Oh, a Alolan Marowak, nice! I don't know why YouTube tried to block that. Maybe it was the number of exclamation points. I guess maybe don't do, like, so many exclamation points, but yeah, YouTube tried to block that. Don't know why. Okay. There we go. My eye is itchy. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. What else was I gonna say? Something about Charlie and affinity missions and stuff. But no, it's going well. But yeah, like, I filled so much of, like, the Collectopedia as well. Like, I've done, like, most of Primordia, a lot of the 2nd and 3rd regions, and then, I don't know, a good percentage of, like, 4 and 5 now, just from, like, visiting them. Okay. So, the thing, the YouTube system's like, Bo's not allowed to have a shiny Alolan Marowak. But yeah, so, Hatterene, yeah, well done for switching Kieran. But yeah, I think this right here is the team. I think this right here is the team for... The question is, who do we want to... I think we still... Do we want to go for Wailmer because it's safer? Although I do need a shiny Relicanth, but... I'm going to pick Wailmer because it's the safer thing. Yeah, I think Wailmer's just, like, the safer thing for us to go against, as much as I'd love a chance at a shiny Relicanth. But yeah. Okay. So get in there, Vanillish. I can't really do much here, I'm afraid, guys. Although, do I have Round? No, I have Hyper Voice, don't I? I was going to say, if we had Round, we could sing in a round. Row, 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 you merrily, merrily. But yeah, Dynamax if you got it. And let's beat this thing. Random thing. Because we sort of talked about this a bit before. The Coyote versus Acme movie finally got a distributor today. I believe we did talk about that recently, right? So for those who don't know, Warner Bros. Made an entire movie that apparently is, like, finished, basically. Like, it could be released in, like, the state it's in, and Kiba has the power. But basically, Warner Bros. Were like, we're not gonna release it. And I'll get into that a bit more in a second. But I think we talked about this a little while ago, about how this movie was kind of like, you know, might not be released. And yeah, but they found a buyer, and it's the people who just released the other Warner Bros. Movie, the Earth that blew up one or whatever it is. The one with, like, Porky and Daffy, the animated one that, like, they haven't done any promotion for or anything. But I think basically the people who, like, released that movie or something are releasing this other one, but hopefully they'll be able to promote it or whatever. Diggersby, no! The same thing could have happened with Relicanth, sadly. It's what happens when you have two water types. But at least the rain isn't affecting us, because we have Altaria on our team. But the movie now has a distributor, and I think basically they've like paid $50 million for the movie. Surely they'll make that back. Like, I mean, maybe they'll have to do promotion and stuff as well, but this movie has like had such like a hype around it over the fact that it got like, you know, that it almost didn't get released. I'm sure that like people are gonna go see it just because of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you had this movie where people were like, oh, here's this movie, it tested really well with audiences, but the studio didn't want to release it, but we're gonna release it now. Like, we've got the rights to it, and we're gonna release it, baby. Like, it had a really strong reaction online. Like, I'm really surprised Warner Bros. Weren't just like, okay, fine, we'll release it. Like, I don't know why. I just felt like, I feel like this other company are surely gonna, like, make way more money now, like, because of all this, but I don't know, anyway. But oh, Endure, no. Oh gosh, this isn't like our third turn, is it? This isn't our third turn, is it? Like, we're not going to lose our Dynamax here, are we? I hope that this is only our second turn. If this thing's used Endure and it means we lose our Dynamax here, I'm going to be so annoyed. I'm gonna be so annoyed. I could see them leaning into the whole, like, go see this movie to stick it to the dummy. Well, that's what I mean. Like, they kind of should be like that. Like, this is the movie that, like, executives didn't want you to see. Like, executives didn't want you to watch Will Forte and John Cena. You know, I don't know. But, like, I think this movie's gonna do well just because of, like, the story behind it. Bo's really wailing about the Endure. Very good, Kevin. No, well done, everyone. Well done. But yeah, so I just, like, I feel like this is going to be the movie that when it comes out, people are going to be like, hey, remember that movie they, like, didn't want to show you? And I never got why they didn't. Like, once there was, like, the backlash about, like, the Batgirl movie, like, I feel like that would have, like, you know, they probably could have just made the money back on that. Just been like, okay, here we go, we're releasing this movie, like, here you go, I don't know, and just do, like, no promotion for it or whatever, I don't know. Like, if you, like, just do, like, a free marketing campaign for it or whatever. I don't know. Like, just once you get that kind of thing, and they say, because this was the thing about it. This was the thing about the movie that I found so confusing. If you say we've got a completed movie, we went into all the effort of making it, but we're not going to release it, and we're announcing that we're not going to release it and give it a tax write-off, I don't think that should be allowed. Like, I sort of said this before. This is why I'm again. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, if I said to you guys, hey guys, I just bought a video game. I'm gonna write it on my taxes, but I'm never going to play it on stream. I could get in trouble for that, right? Like, I'm not gonna do that because that would be stupid. Like, you know, like I wouldn't, you know, that just doesn't. But do you know what I mean? Like, but that's kind of the level of, well, no, if you're saying you're gonna write, if you're not gonna, like, release, like, no, if you go through the effort of making a movie, if you're like, we're not gonna finish a movie, but I almost don't think, you know, I think that, like, no, it's only the products that you kind of complete, really, that you should be allowed to get the tax write-offs for. Or at least you shouldn't be able to publicly announce it. I don't think you should be able to say, hey guys, we're not going to release this thing, but we're just going to, like, get taxes on it. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, so, I don't know. Right, here's Stone Edge, more like over the hedge. Very nice. And then Dragon Pulse, nice. And then more Stone Edge, very nice. And then I'm going to set up the Hail, but don't worry, you guys aren't going to get any chip damage or anything. It'll be interesting, if it uses Weather Ball, it'll be interesting to see. I'm thinking because of Altaria's ability, this shouldn't change into an Ice-type move. More like an Ice-type move. Okay, it's using the Discharge, it's using the it's backed into a corner. It's the backed into a corner discharge. Oh crud, there's 2. Ah crud, okay. But yeah. Shush, Kevin, you'll jinx it. It's like the Aurora's joke from The Simpsons. May I see it? No. I know, right? I don't know. It just, that to me, that just doesn't, like, oh, Thunder. Oh, Thunderous is using Thunder. How, who could have ever thought that a Thunderous would use Thunder? Okay, Stone Age. We've got 3 Pokemon paralyzed, but it's okay. Diggersby for the win, because Diggersby is, like, the best Pokemon in this mode. I don't think I'm even joking. Well done, everyone. Team 3, I'm smiling with glee. Well done, everyone. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, so I don't get how that works. I don't get how you can say, we're not going to release a thing, but we're going to call it a tax write-off. Like, that doesn't... We're just going to call it a tax write-off instead. It's like, well... Shouldn't, you know, like, if you announce it like that, doesn't that kind of nullify it? Like, I feel like that should nullify it. You know, but I don't know. Flawless victory, yes! So, Altaria, no. Lycanroc, no. Wailmer, no. But will we get the slightly purple Thunderous? The purplest? I don't know. That doesn't look shiny to me. So let's just check next to the Galar symbol. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Okay, so let me just check the old spreadsheet. No. So yeah, nothing there. Nothing. No Lycanroc, no Wailmer. Let's just check natures and abilities and all that stuff, and then we'll. Yeah, I'll just go for Wailmer, whatever. Okay. So, well done, Team 3. Okay, so we're going to do Team 4 and Team 5. But what I need from you guys, so we're done with my tickets for the day, but could you guys please let me know if you have, a Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, and/or Stakataka. If you have any of them, could you please let me know using our special template? It's going to be strike the number of times you've played and let me know if you have any of those tickets. If you don't worry. You don't have to say anything. I'm just trying to figure out who has the tickets right now. And yeah, here we go. Right, so welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of Thunderous? Yes, I would. And there we go. So, okay, Guzzlord. Okay, oh, maybe we could do a Guzzlord, because, like, Onlara's not here. And I think Onlara can't do, like, Guzzlord and Stakataka. So, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Or we could just do, like, Kartana. But I do like the idea of Guzzlord. like it's cheese. I have Kartana, but like Kevin Host. Okay, Nihilego, Stakataka, Xurkitree. I am wondering if we I'm wondering if we should do like Guzzlord and Stakataka. But would you guys be okay with Guzzlord and Stakataka? Maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, I think I have a good idea. And then there's also what, like Xurkitree. If we just remember like Guzzlord and then like Kartana, Xurkitree, I think that'll be fine. But yeah, could you guys let me know, like strike how many? So this is everyone now. Strike how many times you've played. Let me know if you can do Guzzlord and Stakataka. Because I feel like we haven't done Guzzlord for a little while. So that could be a good one. And like I said, Onlara isn't here, and I think that's what Onlara has, so... I will need to remember who had the Guzzlord and Stakataka tickets, but yeah, okay, a lot of people can do Guzzlord... Okay, so Kiba can only do Guzzlord, so that's interesting to know. Okay, let me just have a check. So we could do like a Sky Kiba. Hang on, I need to get the old spreadsheet for this, don't I? Okay. Hang on, wait a minute. Uh-oh, the spreadsheet. Why is my... Uh-oh, that's weird. Okay, my spreadsheet, you know, like drop-down boxes? My drop-down boxes weren't drop-down boxes. That was kind of scary. Right, Guzzlord, Stack Attacker. Okay, so let me just check. Okay, so Sky has Guzzlord. So let's get Sky there. And then Kiba would need to do... Kiba would need to do Guzzlord. And then who had Stack Attacker? It was Kieran, wasn't it? So Kieran had Stack Attacker. So if I then put Kieran in like Team 5, and then basically... Okay. So then this would leave, in theory, like Kevin, Cheese, and Weiss? Something like that. Okay. Okay, if we had... Let me just... Okay, I know I don't like... Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Team 4, Guzzlord. Okay, so Team 4, Guzzlord. We're going to have Sky hosting, and then Kiba and Kevin. And then for Team 5, Kieran will host a Stack Attacker, and then provisionally we'll have Cheese and Weiss. I won't promise anything now, because we could get a bunch of Strike Zeros come in who are like, hey guys, are you doing anything? Is anyone doing a Stack Attacker today? I'm a Strike Zero. And in which case I would have to give it to those people. But if no one else comes in, then Cheese and Weiss can do a Stack Attacker in like 20 minutes. So does that sound okay? Does that make sense? Does that sound good? So we've got like, so for now, Team 4, we've got Skywatcher, Kiba, and Kevin, and that'll be Team 4, and then Team 5 we'll get to in like 20 minutes, okay? So, excellent. So please make sure you're connected to the internet. Please make sure you talk to the nice scientist lady. And then we'll go, anything goes. Even me, even I will do anything goes. Because this is going to be Sky, who is not going to have a question mark on the pink screen. But instead have a Guzzlord. A big orange Guzzlord. The Garfield Guzzlord. Why am I typing in a code? Sorry, I don't need to type in a code. I need to wait for a code. 0628 and then 0331. I like it. 0628 0331. There we go. You love to see it. Okay. That's just me keeping you guys on your toes, like typing in a fake code. So Kieran, can I just ask, when you do your like 206 out of 100, is that between your like different save files, or is that just like your funny for the money save file? Is that just on? So is that like split across all your save files? Or is it just... And if it is split between your save files, presumably it is just the ones with the shiny charm, correct? Anyway, Sheridan. Okay, so Guzzlord is dark and dragon type. Although, does it have any dragon moves? I think it has Dragon Rush, doesn't it? It has physical moves, not special. But no, Guzzlord, it's super duper mega weak to Theory. And then additionally, it's weak to quite a lot of things, isn't it? There's like Ice, Dragon, Fighting, and Bug. So it should, in theory, in game theory, be a lot of options here, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it is just for sale and for funny. Okay, yeah, that sucks. Okay, so Linoon does have a bug move. Mian Xiao is a fighting type, and Kingler has superpower, so I'd say Mian Xiao is like the best one of them because of the stab fighting. But then after that, it should be fine. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for Mian Xiao. Mian Xiao. Skuntank has acid spray. I'm just gonna say it. And Jellicent has dazzling gleam. More like a dazzling beam. ×4 super effective. Well, so yeah, sorry, well done for picking the Jellicent. I would have gone into like a full James, like, Jesse, why did you not pick the ×4 super effective fairy? Okay. Okay, oh, more fairy on the left. We've got Play Rough Togetic. And then Celio is pretty nifty. And then there's more fairy. Fairy! So much fairy. Oh my gosh. Do we just want like an all fairies? Fairies. Oh my gosh. No. Here's what I'm thinking. If we like kept Skuntank, and had like acid spray, and then like we could have like acid spray, like dazzling gleam, draining kiss shenanigans here. That could be very fun. I'm just saying. Okay, I am going to go with a Rock Tomb, which ironically is equally as powerful as a Mega Kick, but it's just way more accurate. I maybe might switch to Mega Kick afterwards. We'll see how it goes. Oops, all fairies. You love it, Kaz. Yeah, good. Okay, a fairy smorgasbord. But yeah. Oh, was there an Alolan Marowak? Oh, yeah, I would rather have the Comfey as much as I love a Alolan Marowak. I think I have to give up that I might never get a Alolan Marowak. Until we get ground down by a Marowak. Okay. So that's good. We got one for the defense down. It's always good to get getting one for the well, not always good, but like getting one in for the defense down is can be a good thing, and I'd say in this instance that definitely is true. Okay. So we've got that, nice. We've got some special defense down. And then Icy Wind with that special defense, that's going to help. More like an Icy Wind. But yeah, so if we just attack this now with like Stab and super effective and stuff, then we're going to be in a really good position here. So yeah, yeah, I'll go with more Rock Tomb just because it is a bit safer than Mega Kick. Ever so slightly. Right, here's the Rock Tomb. More like a Rock Doom. Yes, well done. Okay, so who have we got? Well, the next round there was like Celio and there was something else, wasn't there? So I don't think we actually probably want to. Okay, so we probably don't want to switch to Celio, but do we want to get rid of do we want to get rid of Linoon? Because we do want this Togetic, but I would say Skuntank is good. Mian Xiao has a couple of things that's still super effective against, like it's super effective, Stab super effective against Celio. So I think Linoon is the way to go here. And then because Jellicent has the Theory and Skuntank has the Acid Spray, so I think Linoon for Togetic, and then that way we can get Theory, and then that could be good. And then nice, and because also like we're done with our Dynamaxing there, so that's kind of nifty. Yeah, do we want to go Celio? Abomasnow could hit Jellicent super effective and Togetic super effective. Oh yeah, there is the Marowak. Dang, that's so annoying. But we don't want the Marowak here. We do want the Comfey, unfortunately. But I could do a double switch for the Celio. Because Mian Xiao isn't very good for Comfey. But that's so annoying we get an Alolan Marowak that we have to pass over, though. But again, how often do we get all the theories like that, though, you know? So, okie dokie. Artichoke. Let's do this thing. The wings, they flap. The incessant flapping. Man, those wings really toga tick me off, Kevin. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah. The incessant flapping haunts me every night in my nightmares. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, we can't hear it anymore with the big Mian Shao. Mian Shao! Right, here's Max Knuckle. More like a Max Chuckle. Okay, that's a good start. The only thing that's disappointing about Max Knuckle on Mian Shao is that it boosts attack, but I don't have... It's a special fighting move, so that sucks. But the Acid Spray helps out my Max Knuckle, so that's kind of cool. Oh, crud, here's the Max Hailstorm. No, 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 no. Togetic. Hang in there, Togetic. Please say you hung in there. Did it live? Just let me find out. Oh, it hung in there. Yes. I mean, it's going to die now, but that's still cool. At least we got one attack in. Oh, it hung in there. Yes. So don't forget, Celio has the thick fat ability, so don't use any fire moves here. So don't use like your mystical fire or burning jealousy or anything like that. We want to just use like lash out or more acid spray. Probably like lash out is better though. A little bit like play rough and lash out and all that lovely stuff. Right, here's the Max Knuckle, more like a Max Chuckle. Or Life Do, yes, Life Do is also acceptable as well. Okay. So here we go, or should I say here we boo. More acid spray, nice. And yeah, also don't use ice moves, yes, because that 1/8 like resistance is really something. Yeah. Point of view sends Bo a 2-hour video of Togetic's wings making wing sounds. Though that is hilarious, it's like, why would I not just click off it though? Like, oh, I got sent this video. Oh, I guess I gotta watch the whole 2 hours. There we go. Okay, well done, everyone. Oh, yes, poor Togetic. Oh, but Togetic can use Life Do, can't it? So that's okay. Togetic can just use Life Do in the next battle, so that's fine. And then we can go for the Comfey on the left. And then I can do the old double switch, basically. This is good as well, because Skuntank can use Max Ooze, and then that's kind of nifty. The only thing I will say, technically, there is a strategy we also could have done, but I think probably just sticking to the Dynamax is fine here. But do you want to know what we actually could have done instead? We could have had Skuntank pass over its Dynamax, and the reason why is because basically Max Ooze is kind of like a worse version of Acid Spray, and then we could have had Jellicent Dynamax, and then that means Togetic could have been our Dynamaxer, and we could have had Stab Fairy be our Dynamax move instead of like Jellicent's non-Stab Fairy, but I still think this will be fine though. It's got that feeling, it's like a floral healing. Oh, it healed Skuntank! But not Togetic, but Skuntank! Right, there we go. You have 2 hours to live. Pulls up 2 hour Togetic wing flapping. Xander, what a way to go out. No. Don't do that to yourself. Okay. Okay, right. Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. Or to me. Don't you dare do that to me. Right, Water Absorb. Nice. Okay, well done, everyone. Sorry, I went quiet there. But But no, I think we've kind of got this in the bag, really. It's a shame. Earlier, when I had more stuff to say, there was, like, more coordination to do. And now I kind of have less to say, but there's less coordination to do. So, oh, there you go. Right, and then there's the icy wind, more like an icy wind. Although lowering Comfey's speed actually doesn't necessarily do a whole load to it, if its ability kicks in, which has like a lot of speed priority stuff. Oh, mystical fire, yes! Well done, everyone. Very nicely done. Right, Pokeball Go. Quick funny thing. That one of the last times I remember well, actually, so this is probably about like 2 or so years ago now or something like that, because who knows what time is anymore. But I was playing Pokemon Go and I was walking through like an area kind of near my neighborhood, and there was like a Stunky on the map, and then I saw like a skunk in real life. Like there's a real skunk across the street from me. I think that was the last time I saw a skunk. But there was also a Stunky on the map on Pokemon Go that I was like catching at the same time. Oh, we want to switch for this, and it's me switching, isn't it? So yes. But yes. Sorry, I was like, wait, it's me. I was like, who needs to switch to this again? Oh, it's me. I mean, Togetic in theory, in game theory, could have switched there, because I did have an ice type, but yeah. So the last time I saw a skunk, that's my story. So it really was though. Like like I know this sort of like in my head. I actually think of like in my head, I kind of actually think of skunks looking a bit more like skunk tank kind of thing, but without the tail kind of all cut. But like there's sort of something about like the sort of fluffiness of Stunky that like it legit did have, and I was sort of surprised by that. Like it really did. I swear other times I've seen skunks, like they look a bit more, I don't know, like I picture a skunk to look, but the last one I saw really did look like a Stunky. Okay. Turn one. No healing Togetic, no healing Togetic. Just attack, attack, attack. This thing's ×4 weak to fairy. We've got like 3 fairy types or whatever. Well, not 3 fairy types, but 2 fairy types and attacker. We just attack, attack, attack. No, when we've got like ×4 weak things, we don't faff around with like stat and status moves. Like we just you just go for the kill. An elephant who never forgets to kill. So yeah, we just want to attack here. No beating around the bush. No fuddy-duddying, no prissy-prassying, no time wasting. Just attack, attack, attack. See, look, we're like 1 attack away from victory now. Can you imagine if we wasted it not attacking? We might 1-turn this thing. We might even it's getting desperate before it's even had a chance to do anything. Okay, there's the Mega Punch. Oh, boo-hoo. Okay, if it now does sweep through us because of like Beast Boost, then I'll take back everything I've just said. So, Guzzlord, don't you dare. Don't you do a Brutal Swing. Oh, it's using Crunch. More like a lunch. But like, even after a Beast Boost, that did nothing. Nothing. Okay. But if we all just keep doing what we're doing, we'll be fine here. This would be no problem. Oh no. Togetic died. What a shame. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this Chiffy Bull or Feeble? Okay, Draining Kiss, more like a Draining Miss. Oh, those acid sprays are working their magic. And then here's the final acid spray. Yes, well done, Team 4. Well done, everyone. Very nice work indeed. No, seriously, well done, Team 4. That was very nicely played. Quite nice to have a fairy team. Yeah, for like like how often do we actually get to have like so much ×4 super effective? That's kind of the lovely thing, isn't it? So well done, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. And if you haven't clicked like on the video, please click like on the video. Friday's video had like our least amount of likes ever, and then Sunday's or yesterday's was like pretty good actually, I think. So let's try and do better than that or something. I don't know. I don't know how to finish that sentence. Okay. So, Togetic is not shiny. Celio! Oh! Yes! It's a pinky purpley Celio! Yes, look at that. So I was going to say, chat. I was going to say, yesterday. So yesterday we got what was like our 50th shiny. But not our 50th physical shiny, because that includes the Lilligant, the one that got away because of the Tenchi's choice. So basically we now have like we had like 49 shinies, like physical shinies, and then the Lilligant was like the 50th. But now with this we have our 50th physical shiny. The question is though, will we also get our 52nd shiny? No, that's not a shiny. But will we get our 52nd shiny? No, because it's an Ultra Beast. Of course it's not. But we still got Celio. That's pretty nifty. So well done, everyone! But especially Celio. I feel bad for ditching Celio before the end, but maybe it was like, I'll show you, I'll be shiny. So, no Sparkles there. Sparkles there, baby! And then no Sparkles there, and no Sparkles there. But who cares? We got the shiny. It doesn't even have a good ability. Is it sassy? Oh no, gentle. Like gentle and sassy are like the two defense ones or whatever, aren't they? Okay. Why does it blend with the background so well? I know, that's what I mean. I know, Engage. I think, is this like my third stream in a row where I've gotten a shiny? Like, because didn't I get like Cryogonal on Friday? Or no, Rhydon, was it like Rhydon? Yeah, Rhydon yesterday, Cryogonal on Friday, and then Celio today. So there's like 3 in a row. I think I had like 2 in a row before, and then a day off, and then a third on the 4th day. So this might be like my biggest consecutive days in a row, like of shinies, which is kind of funny. So yeah. Anyway, so this is Celio. Celio, we're bringing home the bacon. Not to mention the cave cabbage, stone squash, and purple peas. And if you understand that reference, kudos. I made it a few months ago. I don't know if anyone paid attention to it, but you're paying attention to it now, dagnabbit. Okay, so Celio, more like a Celie, yes. Because yeah, very cool indeed. Indeed. So there you go. Right, you saved your progress. But we don't want to delete any records. Okay, so, quick check-in. Celio bacon. Sounds good, right? Imagine all that blubber. They're chewy. Okay, so Team 5. So Kieran, we're going to have you host a stack attacker, and you will get a shiny here, I promise you. But then, do we have anyone who is a strike 0? Otherwise, we're going to have Cheese and Weiss. So if you would like to do a stack attacker and you are a strike 0, you've joined in on the chat. What am I supposed to do with all these blubber nuggets? Bo, you stole my next joke. I know. But yeah, when we share a lot of reference overlap. But are you sure? Are you sure about that? Yes, I am. Very sure. Okay, so, oh yeah, is Cheese still, no, Cheese should still be here, right? But we had Cheese and Weiss as our, like, provisionally lined up people, and then it was basically just, because again, I never want to promise things, I never want to promise things early if, like, people are going to join, and they're like, hey, can I join in? And it's like, oh, well, I already promised this to people who've played twice. But, okay, so Cheese is here. So we should have, hopefully, Kieran, Cheese, and Weiss. Do we need a substitute or anything? You were chatting with your family. So I like it because it says chatting with me family, and I know that's like a predictive text thing, but I just always find that funny. Okay. So here we go. We're going to talk to the nice lady, but yeah, I don't know if we need a substitute or anything. We'll figure that out when we get there. Actually, no, maybe we should figure out a substitute. Oh, it was intentional. Well, look at you being whimsical for the sake of whimsy. Okay, Weiss is here. Excellent. Oh, Gage hates when the computer players have acupressure. Yeah, it's acupressure. I swear acupressure exists in this mode just to be like a thing that can kind of sort of very randomly mix up a battle if the acupressure thing is your opponent, or just to not really do anything if they're your partner. Like, acupressure is weirder and less efficient than like a cheer, I would say. Anyway, Buck. So Kieran has set up a code for us. It's 918, so it's 9180 and then 4619. So 91804619. I'm probably going to be the fourth person here, but oh well. But yeah, they're just like, oh, it's a stat up move. Better use that. And it's like, no, don't do that. Anyway, we need a Kara over there. And yes, there we go. Excellent. So, Stack Attacker is a rock and steel type. That means it's super duper mega weak to both fighting and ground. So if we can get fighting and ground, that's excellent. If we can't, then water types are still super effective as well. And like rain teams can be a good thing. Like if you get the rain up, like rain and water works well on Stack Attacker too. Look, bear in mind, Altaria does cancel out the rain, and it's weak to a Stack Attacker, so... Gastrodon is good, though. Do I hear a cat going nuts outside? I hope not. Oh, gosh. Do I go with the Wheezing, or do I go with, like, Sigilyph? I'm going with Wheezing. I know Sigilyph has Rain Dance, but it just doesn't really have anything else, and Wheezing is, like, kind of useful... I'm sorry. Oh, Kingler! Kingler's good. Kingler's good. Okay, these weren't like the best options. Well, I know we had two water types, but still. Ghost. Did I see a Pangoro? And did I see a Poliwrath, more importantly? No, that was a Jellicent, I think. But, okay, Pangoro is there. And then, Jellicent's there. Oh, but there's Dugtrio. Oh, so if we go for the Pangoro, which is here in the middle, right? And then Dugtrio on the left, that's like really good. So I'm just going for Rotom because you can never have too many shiny Rotoms. Forgive me if Trevenant was the right way to go, but there's a Gastrodon, and Trevenant has a ×4 super effective move. So, yeah. Okie doke. Kevin has to go. Thank you so much, Kevin. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And hopefully see you tomorrow for the first day of April. Oh, wait. We didn't think of anything for Sarah's server. Oh, no. It's too late. Okay. Dark Pulse. Well, it's not too... Actually, Xander, have you thought of anything? Or is it just like we're going to pretend that tomorrow is April 2nd? Like, oh, I don't know. Ba. Okay. Right, Altaria. Right, Electro Ball. Oh gosh, that did a lot of damage. Max Wormwind. Oh, Zon, you work out now? Ooh. You have to let me know. It sounds exciting. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, we're using Dig, but Rotom has Levitate. Oh no! I mean, on the one hand, it's good because it means that, like, at least it can't be hit by electric moves, but the attack won't do anything. Oh no! Oh, jeez, you're going to dress like your boss? Oh, that's kind of fun. Right, Electro Ball. Ah, crud. Even though Kevin's left, so they're attacking me now. Okay, here we go. Here's the Max Wormwind. You just saw super effective and Stab. Stab is a lie. There's no... Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh! No, I've got Wheezing, though. I've got Wheezing, so it's okay. I forgot we had Wheezing, so like Levitate's not a thing because we have Wheezing. We have wheezing! Wheezing! This is the best day ever! I always think of levitate. Sorry, I always think of wheezing as basically kind of like screwing us over. So I always think of it as like, oh, our flash fire Pokemon can now be hit by fire moves. Our water absorb Pokemon can now be hit by water moves. I never think of it as us being able to attack the opponent. Oh, that's funny. So, I don't think we want, well, maybe, like, I don't know, Altaria instead of Rotom or something, because don't we have a water type coming up in a bit? I don't know. I'm not going for it. We want our water types. Yeah, we want our water types. Okay, we got Pangoro, although Rotom is technically weak against Pangoro. But if we go for... And actually, an Altaria resists fighting moves as well, doesn't it? Nevertheless, if we burn it with a Will-O-Wisp, it'll all be fine. Oh, Kieran, you could do science. Kieran, do you want to do science? Do you want to do science, Kieran? You have full permission to do science here. Because Rotom's not that great for Pangoro. Do it, Kieran. Do the science. Let's see what you get. I'm gonna pass because I want to have my resistance to fighting. But oh, it's a Thievul, which isn't really that great, is it? We've actually like downgraded twice there, I'd say. Altaria probably was better than Rotom. I probably shouldn't have said about like, oh, maybe we could switch here. Don't really know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking of like the other thing later on, maybe, but I don't even know what that is now. What was it? It was the Dugtrio. No, Altaria would have been good for Dugtrio because of Heat Wave. But that's okay. That's okay. If we Burning Jealousy it, it could get a burn. So just keep that in mind. Okay, Dynamax if you got it. And let's do this thing. It was worth a try, because, yeah, we can just switch here. Okay, hang on, Cat's going nuts. We're back. Okay, sorry about that. He's such a badly behaved boy. Okay. So, let's do this thing. Okay. So we did some good damage there, so everyone just keep going. Oh, what did Kingler do? Did Kingler do Crab Hammer or Superpower? Because with the rain up, like, Crab Hammer's, like, the better thing, and obviously with Superpower you have to be kind of careful. But we'll see how it goes. Right, Darkest Lariat. Okay, that's okay. And then, are we going to two-turn this? Nice! Okay, no, well done, everyone, well done. Oh, no, did they survive? No! 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 Oh, that was so close! No. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. Snarl, more like a doll. More like Roald Dahl. Okay. I can't believe it hung in there. And I didn't get any poison either. Okay. So. That could have been 1 HP, yeah. That genuinely could have been. Okay, well done, everyone. Very nice. Okay, so, yeah. So then okay, so do we want to get rid of? Actually, I'm going to switch here because I'm Dynamaxing next. And so me having fighting type is probably a good thing. And Thievul has a fire move, and I have low health. So it's like we'll do... But then Thievul can switch after this, and then that'll be really good and really nifty and really dandy and really handy and all that kind of stuff. So that's my theory. My game theory. And yeah. And then basically Kingler can use like a max knuckle, and then the rest of us can all just attack physically, and this should go down pretty easily, I think. So so if we had a Wheezing and fought Tauros, we would... Yeah, we could... Yes, so we could crit a Tauros safely with a Wheezing, yes. Yeah, we could crit a Tauros safely. We could hit a Lightning Rod we could use electric moves with a Lightning Rod Pokemon on the field. We can hit Levitates with ground moves. So, I mean, in theory, we could go up against a Uxie with a Wheezing, but that would also be a terrible idea. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. We could go up against a Heat like Wheezing has Heat Wave, so like Wheezing could attack a Heatran with a Heat Wave. There's a lot of things you can do where it's kind of like normally you can just count on your ability to like protect you or whatever, but oh, for the love of Nelly, that did so much damage. Do you want to know the annoying thing? Oh, that crit. Oh, no wonder why. Do you want to know the annoying thing? Dugtrio just got a stat boost, which means that Burning Jealousy... Oh, that was a crit. That was a crit. Wait, that wasn't a crit? Dang, okay. Burning Jealousy would have, like, activated there, but never mind. But the thing is, we should KO this. If we're doing this much damage already, then, yeah, okay. So we just one-turned it. Very nice. Okay, so 07 Thievul. Everyone say goodbye to Thievul. 07 Thievul. Because we're switching it for Dugtrio, the Hawaiian version of Pokemon Snap. And there we go. Why do you have to get destroyed the most? Because Kevin's not here. That's the reason. If Kevin were here, it would be Kevin, but he's not. So there you go. Okay. So, doop-a-doop-doop-doop-a-doop-doop, Thievul. So yeah, Thievul. Very nice. Okay. Okay, here we go, everyone. So, the Steel type. Yeah, no, I mean, sorry, there's nothing really to say here, because it's like, we're at the boss, we've played very well, you guys have done wonderfully. All we have to do is just, like, stick the landing, basically. So yeah, I do think a Max Knuckle could be better than anything, like, than a, like, bubbles. But yeah, I think we're good, though. Just attack it, though, we don't need to worry with any stat stuff. Like, I think our moves are gonna have the stat stuff inherently built into it, and then yeah, we'll take it from here. So show me potato salad. Let's do it. It's a Christmas crab over 3 months after Christmas. How has it been 3 months since Christmas? 2 months, yeah, but three, I don't know. Right, high horsepower, more like a high horsepower. I love how Stakataka, like, just didn't even flinch to that. Just didn't even move. Like, you punch it in the face. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, it did react. There it reacted. Reacted to a giant crab claw punching it in the face. Okay. So there we go. We got the attack up. Yes! Yes! Okay, Stakataka's getting desperate. And then here's the waterfall. Oh, okay. Maybe the bubbles could have, like, done more damage. I don't know. Right, here's Automize or Autonomize or whatever. It's getting a speed boost. The speed boost, it became nimble. Oh no! Ironhead, more like a Judge Dredd. It's the second time I've mentioned Judge Dredd. Bullet Punch? No, I'm just going to go with a... Actually, I tell you what, I'm going to go with the Darkest Lariat for safety. But here's the thing. A G-Max Foam Burst, like, here's the thing, though. It probably has a power of, like, 130 or 140. So, like, if you've got 130 or 140 times 1.5 for stab and then times 2 for super effective, that could be more than, like... That could be more than, like, a 95 max knuckle times 2. Or times 2 and then times 2 again. I don't know what the power of the max knuckle was. If the max knuckle... Let's say Foam Burst was, like, 130, even though it could be 140. Let's say it was 130, so 130 times, that would be 3, is 390. And then a 95 times 4 is 380. So a bubbles is actually more power, like, does more damage. It's just the max knuckle powered up the damage on the other attacks. So maybe the max knuckle was more effective for that reason. But that's why maths is important. The max knuckle was always about powering up everyone else, not about, like, doing more damage. Bo, you guessed wrong. I didn't, because April Fools! One day early, baby! Okay. So Rotom is a no. Pangoro is a Pangor no. Dugtrio is a Dugtree no. But will we get... Actually, I have all these Pokemon as shiny. I mean, I'd like more shiny Rotom without having to resort to sandwich methods in Scarlet and Violet, which I kind of did sort of try a couple of weeks ago, and then I realized that sucked. And I was like, oh, screw it. I'm going to just get Rotom in a game that's better to hunt Rotom. I'm going to get my other, like, 4 or 5 Rotom that I need when there's a better game for it. But will we get my first ever wildcard shiny, my first ever Ultra Beast shiny? Show me, not the potato salad, but the golden stack attacker. No, it's a regular Breath of the Wild stack attacker. Ah, or Tears of the Kingdom stack attacker. Probably Tears of the Kingdom, isn't it? But So Rotom, no sparkles, no sparkles for Pangoro, no sparkles for Dugtrio. And, yeah. It's good to build up the anticipation, isn't it? Because then when you get it, it's like, But yeah, no. Okay, so no sparkles there. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, and everything, so... any good natures and stuff? Anything that's on the old spreadsheet arena? I think the answer is just no for the spreadsheet arena, but let's just check. So yeah, Dugtrio is not on there. Rotom is not on there because it's not a Lopunny, and Pangoro is a Kalos Pokemon, and I've got all the Kalos Pokemon, so yeah, I'm just gonna get a Rotom because you can never have too many Rotoms, I guess. But yeah, okay, okie dokie. So, right, would you like to keep the ticket for Stack Attacker? No, I wouldn't. And there we go. Okay, so, okay, so chat, my lovely chat, we got a shiny Celio. We got the shiny Celio, baby. And if that doesn't deserve a like on the video, I don't know what does. Look how cute it is. It's a cute middle form. I think the Sveal family are a really good evolutionary line, because I think if you'd have just had like Sveal and Celio, that could have been like a perfectly acceptable line, but then Walrein like sort of takes it to another level. And so Celio is kind of almost like a bigger, evolvedier seal, and then Walrein is just kind of like the monster of the three kind of thing, and I love that. I think it's a really good sort of trajectory for like an evolutionary line, where like, I think Celio is one of the best middle evolution forms we have, because usually middle evolution forms are kind of like awkward and clunky, and the cat's going nuts. You can probably hear him. And the thing, with this microphone, you're more likely to hear him than you were on the old one, because the old microphone was a shotgun microphone, and this one's a cardioid. So enjoy that. But anyway, Bug. But I think Celio is a really good middle evolution because it kind of looks like it could be a final evolution. Do you know what I mean? Like Sfeel and Celio are kind of like the Seal and Dugong. But then Walrein then like really takes things up. So I think they're one of the best 3-line evolutionary forms that exists. Like in terms of like beginner, middle, end, I think they do the job really well. Like if you take like Pidgeotto, but like Pidgeotto and Pidgeot are kind of the same. Sorry, they are. So. And a lot of ones where they're quite good are things where they're introduced in different generations. So like Zubat, Golbat, Crobat is like a good group, but like that's because Crobat came along later, you know. So yeah. So there we go. The Nigel Thornberry. You gotta love a bit of Nigel Thornberry. Right. Anyway, guys, gals, und pheasants, and non-binary pals. And in particular, my transgender friends on Transgender Day of Visibility. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you for joining in. So 2 weeks... So basically, mathematically, right, I do 25 Dynamax Adventures a week with my current schedule. So we are now... it's been 2 weeks since we got the Golden Mesprit. That means that in like 2 weeks today, we will be mathematically due our next shiny, legendary. So the question is, here's my question for you guys. Who will it be? Will we get Uxie to complete the set? Will we get Thunderous? Because it's kind of the newcomer and, you know, the one we haven't done as much and stuff. Like, we hadn't really done Thunderous much as a wild card. So it's kind of like, you know, the one we're still kind of adjusting to. Will we finally get Blacephalon? Because we've been doing it for like over 4 months now. Or will it be a wild card? And if it is a wild card, will it be an Ultra Beast or will it be Tapu Bulu, who we haven't even been doing much lately because we've been focusing on Ultra Beasts more? That is the question that you guys must ponder and you must think of and reflect on in your day-to-day lives until tomorrow. Okay. But basically, we are now mathematically closer to my next legendary than we are, like, distanced from it. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're now closer to our next legendary than we are to our previous one, which is very exciting, at least mathematically, in-game mathematically. Although, of course, I have got 3 shinies in 3 days, which is incredibly unlikely, so... you know, there's that as well. So I may be running through my shiny luck on, like, Celios and stuff, so... Uh-oh. Well, anyway, speaking of Celio, I will say cheerio. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Again, thank you. Lots and lots of love. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, at 2 p.m., our typical time. I am gonna go spray the cat or something because he's going nuts. He needs to chill out. And then I'm gonna play more of this off stream and off camera. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and enjoy the rest of your March. And I'll see you guys for an April 1st edition of the Strike Streams. Take care. Lots of love. See you later. Like the video if you haven't. Please hit that like button. And bye-bye.